All right, guys. Sorry about being a little bit late, but we are ready. St. Peter's Peacocks, Purdue Boilermakers. And we're getting ready for tip-off.
Jersey School in the Sweet 16 since Seton Hall 22 years ago. Purdue controls the tip. We're underway.
And Ian, right off the bat, one of the things Purdue does so well is they post up, and this guy here, Edey, is going to get his touches early. If he's mistake-free and doesn't cause any fouls on himself, turns it over, they should be okay. But that was a pretty good start by St. Peter's in terms of recognizing that he's going to touch the ball.
St. Peter's is a very connected defensive team, and they're just getting better with each week that goes by. Nadefo gets a touch inside.
Yeah, nice look, but he's covered up. Two bigs again down low with the double team. The mid-range jump shot is going to be important for St. Peter's also.
Jaden Ivey makes his move, sweeping, gets the roll. He has a different level of speed.
Yeah, almost on cue just then. One of the things, he didn't really get the rebound, but they push it up the left side, and you notice how fast he is to react in that secondary part of their break. Nice.
Nadefo gives it up. The Philly native, Clarence Rupert, puts St. Peter's on the board.
Now, one of the keys is that St. Peter's at the offensive end, can they get Edey moving a little bit? One way to neutralize size is to get him moving, but they got to do a lot of neutralizing with that size at 7'4".
It is the Big Ten against the MAC in this Sweet 16 matchup. High-low, slam down. Zach Edey barely had to jump for the flush.
And one of the things about Edey is, for those who have not seen him play, at 7'4", 285-ish pounds, he is very, very strong from the waist down in his positioning with the legs.
I would question the ish.
Ish?
Because I think it might be 300.
Well,
Banks catching fire, short.
Don't you use ish when somebody says to you, how much do you weigh?
Close enough, you're right. There's Hunter.
There he is again. Just keep putting it in his hands.
And that was obvious. Rupert got two hands on the back of Edey, and he picks up the personal foul for St. Peter's.
Watch how he puts the hand up there, and he's a target. Obviously, he doesn't need to be much of a target, but he puts that hand up in the direction where he wants to go, where who's ever passing him the ball has to lead him just a little bit.
Keep an eye on foul trouble tonight for St. Peter's. They are very small up front. Rupert is 6'8". Ball fake. Stefanovic gives it up for Gillis, the sophomore. Shot clock is down to 13, just over 2 minutes gone by in this first half.
What's up, Rich Gang?
Kick. The jumper is good. Stefanovic has been struggling from three-point territory, and he drains it from long range.
Yeah, that's a good sign because obviously they want to go to the post, but the passing out of the post and the secondary pass after that initial pass is so important for the shooters.
Half-court set here for the Peacocks. Nadefo to Rupert, and he gets the
finish
bounce
by
on the
Rupert.
interior.
Notice how they moved Edey a little bit. He went to that right
What's
side
up,
of
Sirius?
the floor. Anytime you can get the big guy to move, it makes it much more difficult for him to react on the secondary part of that play.
Purdue comes in shooting 49% as a team. They're 3 of 3 to open up. Edey creating space. How you going to stop it?
Well, you can't, because you can't park yourself. A defender wants to be able to get his lower body down a little bit lower, get his leg strength to work in his favor, but Edey is just pushing people back.
He is the tallest player in Big Ten history. Nadefo swinging around the perimeter. Purdue up 9-4, knocked away by Ivey. Jumper, Rupert.
Big three by Rupert.
Rupert grew up a big 76ers fan. This is his first time inside this arena, the home of the 76ers.
Yeah, doesn't shoot the three very often, but he's going to get a couple of looks. If Edey can't come out and defend, get him out of the paint defensively.
He's a 14% three-point shooter. Foul is called. It's going the other way. It's Gillis who lost the handle, and then add insult to injury with a personal foul. St. Peter's, you wonder how this happened, how this occurred. They're 93 miles from here, 4 miles from the New York City Financial District. Undergraduate enrollment, 2,672. Second smallest in the tournament behind Davidson. Jumper, Rupert over the backboard and out of bounds as bodies go flying. Drame got tied up down low with Stefanovic.
You waiting for your food,
compare
bro?
that to Purdue. They have over 40,000 students.
That's amazing when you think about it. St. Peter's University, though, I mean, they're gritty. We saw that against Kentucky, and Matt Painter, when we had a chance to speak with him yesterday, mentioned that same thing. He kind of said they know who they are. And they play into their own identity, and they keep going after you. And we've seen a little bit of that in the first 4 minutes or so here.
And a foul called on the outside as Banks was trying to deal with Ivy.
Yeah, I'm starving. I only had like a pizza.
Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code right now to download. Way outside, it's Hunter. He's the senior from Indianapolis.
Will they double team Edey and help him out?
They will not. Edey turns. There's the help. It came late. Foul called. Nadefa, one of the premier shot blockers in college basketball, came over on the double. Free throws coming up for the 7-footer Zach Edey.
I think they're going to have to make the decision to double team him a whole lot earlier than that last trip.
As we head to this commercial break. What's up, everybody? I apologize for being just a little bit late, but we're here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like, that thumbs up button. It's much appreciated. Helps me, helps the video. And of course, obviously, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this. I stream college, MLB, NBA, NFL, also post sports content. All right. So quick timeout, commercial break. We've got a score of 7, St. Peter's 9, Purdue. And I've got St. Peter's for the upset. I've had them for the last few games. They've really grew on me as a team and as an organization. And I got St. Peter's. Tell me what you guys got in the comments. I'm sure there's definitely some Purdue fans in the house. Just gonna throw up this quick poll. All right, so we got the poll up there. If you guys want to cast your vote in regards to who do you think is going to win. And of course, make sure you guys, after you vote, you hit that like, that thumbs up button. As we get through this quick commercial break.
For Purdue, time to take this power pause presented by Powerade. Let's bring in the third member of our crew, Jamie Erdahl.
Ian Shaheen Holloway told us he felt just awful last week after his players upset Kentucky. He said, act like you've been here before. He felt like he took the moment from them. But you can't blame Holloway because he's been in big moments before. 1996, McDonald's All-America game. Holloway was representing the East. He was the MVP of that game in a game that featured Kobe Bryant. Holloway went on to play for Seton Hall, drove them to a Sweet 16 in 2000. The last New Jersey school to be in a Sweet 16 was that team. That is some magic sauce Holloway has, and he's helping the Peacocks be here now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He did mention to us how happy he is for these guys, the attention that they're getting, the fact that they deserve all of it. They were the talk of college basketball
boys,
this entire
15
week.
On the Peacocks.
I didn't even know I had a peacock emoji on my phone until this week.
I've been riding the wave with them boys. So
10-7 lead for Purdue.
Right with you on that
one out of 2, and now Travion Williams will check in. And this is going from one problem to another if you're a Purdue opponent.
No question about it. They split the time pretty much right down the middle. On nights where one guy's scoring better than the other, they will switch it up between Edey and Williams and play a little extra few minutes, 3 or 4, for that guy who's scoring more. But Williams is fun to watch in the post, except for when you're guarding him.
2011 NCAA, St. Peter's lost to Purdue 65-43 in the opening round. Banks, nice zigzag move. Banks was tremendous in the first round victory over Kentucky. He went 5 of 8 from three-point territory.
That's where I think they're going to have to score tonight. They're going to have to score in that mid-range game, which, by the way, they have. They can pull up in the lane and make shots. They also have some floaters. Nice look, but covered up quickly.
Williams is a fantastic passer. That one got away from him. St. Peter's looking to run. Purdue gets back defensively. Boilermakers up by 1. Nadefo, he's got no fear. Floater comes up short, rebounded by Williams.
Thought he got bumped a little bit, but I don't think he did. Williams kind of held his ground pretty well.
Same spot. Stefanovic, no, offensive rebound, Williams.
Watch his moves in the post if he decides to go. Left, right, left, wherever. You can't even keep track.
Nowhere to go. Air ball.
On the jump hook.
Maybe 3 too many moves just then. But he's got them all down low.
He had 22 points, 7 rebounds in the 10-point win over 6-seed Texas on Sunday night in Milwaukee. That was second-round action.
Little isolation again for Nadefo.
Nadefo draws a crowd. Nearly taken away. Jumper, Drame, no. Rebound, good box out there by Williams to tap it over to Ivey. 6 minutes gone by, first half. Ivey forced to give it up. The roll by Williams. Short. Rebound, Nadefo.
Yeah, a touch of hesitation just then by Williams in the middle. I think that was an initial catch and go, and he bypassed it.
Matthew Lee, pull-up jump with
Lee
confidence.
with the 2-point jumper.
You know, that's a terrific word
11-10, St. Peter's up by 1.
Confidence in St. Peter's right now. It's still early, obviously, but these first 6.5 minutes or so, I don't see them being rattled at this point.
Isaiah Thompson in the game for Purdue. Catch, fire, Gillis, short. Rebound tracked down by Banks.
You know, they're not in a real hurry. They'll selectively run St. Peter's, but what they need to do is make sure they don't turn the basketball over. Get a good shot every time down.
Nadefo off.
Nadefo's off for the 3.
Came off the heel on that 3-point attempt.
Doesn't take many of them, but he's a 30% shooter from there.
Ivey, the bounce, Williams working around the perimeter. Jumper, Thompson.
Purdue, big 3.
Yeah, that's where Purdue is very good, I think. We talk about their post play, but when they get it down low and they trigger that first pass, it's not done after one pass. It'll go around the horn, and those guys generally can create if they don't have the spot-up shot.
Thompson is a 42% three-point shooter. He puts Purdue up by 2. Drame answers with a
St.
triple.
Peter's answers right back, 3 of their own, keeping that 1-point lead.
If you're trying to hang with a big conference type team like Purdue, you have to come down and make sure you answer. You can't allow them to go on like a 10-4 run to possibly rattle you.
Shaheen Holloway is going to make a full hockey line change next to the ball. Thompson, the bounce, Williams too low for him. Great effort. Nadefo gets over there. And the question, who touched it last? St. Peter's. And here come the replacements. 5 for 5.
I'll tell you this, I really enjoy
I don't think he'd have 5 other guys to come in. So those are guys who just left get a little breather. But this is interesting in terms of a 5-on-5.
And the way that he stepped up for St. Peter's, it's really,
best combo
really
ever.
Been refreshing to see.
Dave Single, fries, and Coke Zero Sugar. It's only at Wendy's. Ethan Morton has checked in along with Caleb First for Purdue. Williams hands it off for Ivey. Deflected.
That's a steal.
It's Diame who got his hand on it.
Deceivingly long as a team up front, St. Peter's. They've gotten 3 or 4 deflections already.
Jalen Murray is in there. So is Doug Eddard, who has provided mustache madness so far in the tournament. And a foul out front. Thompson trying to deal with Murray. And we'll get a timeout. Thompson picks up the personal.
The patience of St. Peter's at the offensive end.
All right, guys,
Push it a
so
little
we have
bit.
a quick timeout, quick commercial break. We've got a little over 27 viewers. So let's go ahead and hit that that thumbs up button. We're trying to get to 25, guys. 25 likes, 25 thumbs up. That's our first goal. So make sure you guys are smashing that that thumbs up. Help support me in the stream. It's much appreciated. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll be updated with streams just like this for MLB, NCAA, NBA, and of course, NFL games. Quick commercial break. St. Peter's is up by 1. Purdue's down by 1. 13-14. Quick timeout, quick commercial break. Coming over to the votes, we've got 12 votes. St. Peter's 67%, Purdue 33%. I'll be honest with you, it'd be nice to see these guys come through with the upset. Once again, make sure you guys are smashing that like, that thumbs up. We're trying to get to 25 likes. That's our first goal. 25 likes, 25 thumbs up as we wait through this commercial break. What's up, Todd Gack? Desmond?
Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com. St. Peter's up by 1 during the timeout. Jamie with Purdue head man Matt Painter.
Coach, you told us you had concern about St. Peter's ability to get to the bucket. Have you been able to contain them defensively?
Well, you know, we just got to play better defensively in terms of just keeping the ball in front of us. They flared us a couple times and we haven't called out the flare, and they've got a couple good looks at the 3. We didn't step down one time on penetration, did a better job. But offensively, we got to do a better job of getting the ball deeper and just making better passes and better decisions.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Purdue opened up 4 of 4 from the field. Since that point, 1 of 5. And very similar to the Kentucky game, St. Peter's not rattled against a big-time school.
Not at all, and I think one stat is indicative of that is they only have 1 turnover so far.
Dasher to the corner. Eddard, swing it.
Quick pass.
Shot clock is down to 7. Murray lines it up.
St. Peter's 3
off
is
the rim,
off.
no. And it's rebounded by First.
And that was a better reaction by Purdue to find what Matt Painter was just speaking to Jamie about, finding those flare cuts, being aware of what's going on in the perimeter.
Outstanding rebounding team. Number 2 in the country in rebounding differential behind Kentucky.
It's going to be a foul in play.
Foul is called. It will be Diame picking up the personal. 11:21 mark of the first.
Yeah, the angle just wasn't there defensively, and when you have Edey there, I'm not so sure you're going to try to reach around him. You better move your feet first to get around him as best you can.
Diame started most of the season. Late season change to Rupert in the starting lineup, and Holloway has stuck with that, of course, here in the tournament. Morton gets it in. Hunter goes behind the back with it. Morton lines it up.
Purdue
Short
misses
on
the
a 3. Rebound taken off the floor by Murray.
There's the push, but it's selective. There's nothing there, so let's get back into our sets and see what happens. Oh, a little fumble out front.
And here's Ivy.
Purdue still
Takes it himself.
easy
Ivy.
layup for
An
Purdue.
electric talent.
See how fast he can get his motors going the other way, too. A fumble by St. Peter's goes the other way. I guess that's a football reference there tonight.
There you go. I think you'd work in a sport other than basketball in the first half.
We got hockey in, so.
That's true. We're 1 for 1.
Shooter.
Eddard, way off,
Eddard,
too strong.
off.
Rebounded by Ivy, pushing the pace. Ivy, that's a deep one. Rims out. Eddard there for the board. Jalen Murray, New York City point guard from the Bronx. 2 years at Cardinal Hayes High School, then Putnam Science Academy. Murray, that low dribble.
There's a
Murray off with the floater.
Smallest man on the floor comes up with
Get
a
it
rebound.
back.
Floaters and mid-range jumpers. Occasional threes.
Foussini Drame, twin brother of Hassan Drame, missed it on the interior, out of bounds off of Edey.
I think Shaheen Holloway's team has to really focus in on Edey. When he's standing in there defensively, then you go to your mid-range and back it out a little bit. I'm not so sure I'd be testing the water under there with 3-foot jumpers, push shots.
Eddard, ball fake, can't
Eddard
hit the
off
three.
from the open three.
Ivy
Another
going the
miss
other
for
way.
St.
This is where he's
Peter's.
explosive, Ian.
Ivy on a kick. Hunter, open look. In and out.
In and out.
Rebound first.
St. Peter's foul on
And
Purdue.
Physical
They're going
action
to
on
the
the
line.
inside. It'll work against St.
Both
Peter's.
teams have gotten a little
First
cold
came away with the board.
the last few possessions.
Tournament summary, Houston with the win over Arizona, second consecutive Elite Eight appearance for Houston. Number 2 Duke takes care of business in a fun one against Texas Tech. Coach K, it continues for the Blue Devils and survival of the fittest. Only one number 1 seed remaining in the NCAA tournament.
And that Texas Tech Duke game, it was a terrific basketball game, and Duke making a big switch with Coach K, playing some zone at about the 6-minute mark, made a big difference in that game.
Caleb First, Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana, out of Black Hawk Christian. He's from Fort Wayne and getting more and more responsibility in his freshman campaign, more trust from Matt Painter.
And deceiving at that 6'10", so a factor on both glasses, where Purdue is very good with a +10 differential when it comes to rebounding.
Eddard got a three.
Eddard finally hits a
There's the
three.
front cuts.
Ties up the
Right
game
over the
for
top.
St.
Matt
Peter's.
Painter's last conversation with Jamie, he was concerned about recognizing that type of play. And Eddard can flat out shoot it if he gets his feet underneath him.
We are tied at 17, just past the halfway point, first half. Spin by Hunter. Dasher remains there defensively, feeding it inside.
3 seconds, I believe.
It is going
That's
the
going to
other
be a
way.
turnover on Purdue. St. Peter's
Edey
ball.
camped out in the lane.
And watch him now. He comes a long way, but watch where he ends up. This is the key, where he catches it. There's 3 guys in traffic that he's circling on his own team. And Shaheen Holloway making that call.
Doug Eddard, it's hard to look at him without the mustache. It's
this?
like Clark Kent and Superman.
looks like it's his 8-year-old brother.
That's little Dougie Eddard.
What a couple of games he's had, though.
Amazing.
He's had a great role.
Dasher. Kick out for Drame, 12 to shoot. And that's too high. Murray put a little too much on
turnover.
it. And over the head of Dasher, third St. Peter's turnover.
Look at this, Ian. Where is he?
Diame?
Look at that.
That's in the Edey armpit.
Little difficult to defend. And when he's on the floor, you got to focus on Edey down low if you're in the offense. Matt Painter said they were going to get that ball to him. They're looking for him right now.
Jaden Ivey is getting a breather. Nope, he's now back on the floor.
Nice steal from St.
Murray
Peter's.
looking for the angle. Murray will take it himself. And it's going to count.
Going to lead to a foul.
Because Ivey, or will it not, Ivey grabbed the rim, but the foul was called as the shot went off. So free throws here for Jalen Murray.
Edey just pitches this one to the middle of the floor, and with the way that St. Peter's plays defense, you see that stick right there, and then they push it down and challenge one another. It's a good call from the officials, even though it looks like the offensive guy is leaning in. Could have been either way right there. Could have been a no call, actually, too, because he went up with the verticality straight up.
Caleb First had him on the front side. And Jalen Murray will shoot a pair, 63%.
He's going to make the first free throw.
Watch Masters Live for exclusive coverage of Amen Corner 15 and 16 and featured groups. Watch live on the CBS Sports app, CBSSports.com, Paramount Plus, and Masters.com. Jalen Murray, combo guard, He'll handle the ball. He'll play off the ball. He's a slick ball handler. And he
makes both free
puts
throws.
two on the board to
St.
give
Peter's
St. Peter's
19,
a
Purdue 17.
19-17 advantage. Mason Gillis is back in the game for Purdue, the muscular sophomore.
And look at Murray now. He's just trying to take Purdue out of the clock, try to make them think a little bit on their half-court sets. Boy, here they come defensively on the perimeter.
Remember, St. Peter's is doing this right now with 5 subs.
Yeah.
Hunter, the drive, dish.
Quick
Edey
pass. Nice
puts it
dunk
down.
by Purdue.
See, now that's the awareness of obviously good teammate and understanding where you're supposed to be. Hunter driving that ball to the left side of the floor. He's just waiting for somebody to release so he can get it to the big guy and just have him flush it.
He's got a 7'8" wingspan.
Quick jumper, St. Peter's.
The jumper is pure.
That's the mid-range game right there. You know you're not going to really go by him unless you get him about 8 to 10 feet away. Then it's easier to go by the 7'4" guy. So the mid-range shots have to be drained by St. Peter's.
Gillis out of Newcastle, Indiana, gives it up for Edey.
Nobody touched this ball, I don't think.
Out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds on Purdue. It's going to be St. Peter's ball.
7th Purdue turnover. St. Peter's continues to be unflappable in the big dance.
All right, guys, so we're going to head to a quick commercial break while they take a timeout. Current score is going to be 21 St. Peter's, Purdue 19. We got 101 viewers, 16 likes. We're trying to get to 25 likes, guys. That's our first goal for the day, 25 likes. So make sure you're smashing that that thumbs up button so we can hit our next goal of 25. We need 25 likes, 25 thumbs up. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for NBA, NCAA, MLB, and of course NFL. I also upload sports content, so make sure you guys subscribe as well. Keep smashing that like button, that thumbs up. Trying to get over our first goal of 25. The more the merrier. Hitting that like button supports the video, the stream, and of course the channel, so it's much appreciated. All right, Justin Gallant's got a $40 parlay. St. Peter's in Kansas. Okay. Gaming with the guy. I put my life savings on St. Pete. Yo, like, I think like 2 weeks ago, it was like plus 50,000 for them to win it all. It's crazy. Mark Pincus, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for being here. Much love. What's up, Philip? What do you guys got on that UNC UCLA game? That's going to be huge. It's going to be a big one. Yeah, they had it at like 50 plus 50,000. It was crazy. Greg Merrick just subscribed. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. Thanks for being here.
(21-19), St. Peter's in front of Purdue. Show your love for your favorite NCAA team with officially licensed fan gear. For the best selection of team apparel and accessories, head to ncaa.com/shop.
What's up, Richard Stoddard?
Moments ago, Jamie with Peacock's head man, Shaheen Holloway.
Coach,
Malik K, you think Purdue will cover 12 points?
Their size?
I don't think so, man.
You're laughing.
You know what? I think our guys is battling.
I think St. Peter's takes it.
They pretty good. He's really big. You know, we got to do our job early and kind of push him out. But for the most part, I'm kind of happy where we are right now.
Once again, you stop guys before the huddle. I always like to know what you were telling them before they get to the timeout.
That we can't let guys turn the corner. Once they turn the corner and get in their lane, we're in trouble.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And Jamie, what we saw in the first couple of rounds, they just threw teams off of their rhythm.
Yes.
It's like going in for a root canal. You know it's going to be uncomfortable.
Quick pass off the shot.
He's really big.
Another quick pass.
Nadefo drops it inside. Rupert with the
Rupert,
finish.
quick finish for the 2.
And notice the difference of shot selection just then, too. No Edey on the floor. Williams is back out there, more of an offensive post-up guy with the moves, but St. Peter's will attack more now going to the paint.
Rupert leads all scorers with 9. Pull-up jump. Ivy short. Rebounded by Banks. All 5 starters back in the game for St. Peter's.
So you're playing with very strong legs if you're getting that many minutes, if the subs can come in and do their job.
Good pass
Banks
out.
the drive.
St. Peter's
Short.
floaters off.
Rebound. Knocked to the outside. Purdue will run.
Purdue has numbers. Goes for the
Stefanovic
3. That's money.
3.
Hard to find him in the
1
open
point
floor.
game.
In the old days, Ian, that 3-on-2 might have been a 3-on-2 break, looking for a layup. Now guys flare to the wings. Pretty good decision if you can shoot the ball as well as he can.
5th-year senior from Crown Point, Indiana. Well, you got a little bump from Ivy, protects, and that
Bad
ball
pass.
out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue with 13 to shoot.
St. Peter's keeps it.
So watch down low. Nice little kick pass right there. Rupert goes up. Let's see if he comes out holding that right hand just a little bit. Yes, maybe on the bottom of the backboard a little bit on the way up.
Lee will trigger in. Rupert has shaken it off. 10 to shoot. We approach 6 minutes to play in this first half. St. Peter's and Purdue. Lee, step back 3.
It's off
the rim.
It's going to lead to a loose ball foul.
And it's going to go the other way. Contact from Drame.
Not a bad shot from the St. Peter's perspective, though. Now, after getting that 3-point shot to go down, I think it's very important, both sides. Purdue, to get a score, to get some rhythm, get some confidence in the half-court game, and obviously with St. Peter's, can they put together a nice defensive stop here to keep their momentum going at the defensive end?
Purdue, #1 in the country in offensive efficiency, according to the Ken Palm rankings.
Floater is blocked. Big defense by St. Peter's.
Drame for Lee.
Good move by Drame, giving the ball up to a guard.
Quick pass for the 3. Off. Purdue rebound.
Corralled by Williams.
And look at the balance that St. Peter's has. They had 3 guys headed back in a hurry.
St. Peter's is 3 of 12 from 3-point territory.
Yeah, Purdue not a big running team. They will run collectively, especially with Ivy.
Williams had a shaky start offensively.
Wow.
Purdue, another one blocked. There is going to be a foul
as Gillis ends up
on
his
the
backside.
putback. Purdue's
How
going
about
to the
that
line.
initial close? Matt Painter said he wanted to get the blocks and the post active, and watch the second guy in on this spin right here. He comes up, squeezes it, so they close that down. But
I thought he
Gillis
went straight up with him,
on the
but
play, and now with
caught
Ivy
that
trying
arm.
to get through the middle of the lane, hands, deflections, and it comes up with a steal.
Second foul is charged to Hassan Drame. Gillis is an 82% shooter.
Gillis makes the first one.
Eddert will check back in for the Peacocks. We're tied at 23. During this 9-game winning streak, which is the longest current streak in the country, St. Peter's, they're allowing just 56 points per game. Teams are shooting just 33% against them, 28% from 3-point territory. They're averaging 6 blocks per game.
Yeah, so that's staggering numbers, and that's what's obviously held them together defensively. It happened probably about 2 months ago, really, when they made a shift upstairs.
And the jam!
Let's go, St. Peter's. Big slam.
With the big finish.
And how about the set, too, for a 6'3" guard? You usually see a guy's a little bit taller getting set up for the lobs.
Catch,
Purdue for the
fire.
3, and that's money.
Stefanovic.
Got ourselves a ball game here.
He's getting some good looks, too. All from the outside, all 4 of his shots.
He's made 3 of them. He's got 9 points. Thompson digs in defensively against Lee. Purdue up by 2. Nadefo has not been heavily involved offensively so far. Drop step. Rupert.
A little double tip.
Eddard in the right spot.
Eddard gets the
Nadefo with
inside.
the shot clock winding down. Nadefo, the floater.
This is the layup.
Off the rim, no.
Purdue
And
gets the rebound.
to Williams.
That one can't get any closer to going in.
He is now 0 of 3 from the field.
Wow, look at this pass.
He thought Williams was going to roll. Up ahead. Lee drives in. Reverses the defense of Ivy.
The layup. They get it right back.
And now St. Peter's will slow things down.
Ivy caught a break just then because he was looking at his teammate to say the roll to the basket, but the guy, St. Peter's, was coming down past him.
Extra feed. Rupert.
And one St. Peter's.
Clarence Rupert is back home, and he's cooking.
Rupert.
Well, and St. Peter's is hanging, obviously. Very tenacious at both ends of the floor. There isn't any rattle of the St. Peter's team. And you watch here a little float back in and watch the bump from the left side, and he finishes it off. St. Peter's is pretty good.
So there's a quick timeout. While they're on time, we're going to head to a commercial break. Our score is tied up, 27-27, St. Peter's, Purdue. Rupert's at the line on the foul. What a game. What a game. All right, so we got 168 viewers, guys, 31 likes. Let's try to get to 50 likes. Let's try to get to 50. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to 50 likes. So make sure you're hitting that like, thumbs up button. Help support the stream, help support the channel. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this. I stream NCAA, NFL, MLB, and of course NBA games. And also post sports content, sports talk. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Going over to the votes, we've got St. Peter's 74% out of 86 votes. Purdue at 26. Got ourselves a ball game here. 43 likes. We just need 7 more. 7 more, we'll hit our next goal of 50. Make sure you guys are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. Thanks for being here. Going over to the comments, we've got Mark Pincus. Anyone can win. It's sudden death. When you're hot, you're hot. That's what it's going to come down to, my prediction. Houston takes it all. No, I agree with that. You know, the when you're hot thing, because, you know, I noticed in over the years, obviously, when a college team is up by 15, 20, you know, the game's pretty much a wrap. You know, I mean, things just have to go way one-sided for a team to come back after something like that. So, you know, these close games are where it's at until someone decides to pull away. William Dix, St. Peter's halftime plus 7.5. Game plus 12.5. Oh yeah, I've got St. Peter's for the win though. I got them for the win, bro. I've like I said earlier, I've been taking a liking to you know, their organization and what they've been doing, and you know, them basically being a no-name school up until this point. You know, it's good to see that. You know, just like Richard said, it's good for the NCAA. Cinderella story, if you will. Thanks a lot, guys. We hit the 50 likes, so make sure you keep it going. Make sure you're still smashing that like, that thumbs up. It's much appreciated. Let's get back to the game.
Boilermakers. Rupert had a chance to put the Peacocks in front by 1. Rebounded by Purdue. Boilermakers open the game 4 of 4 from the field since 5 of 15.
Williams pretty good at handling the ball at the elbow and extended, but they got to get him involved. He's coming off a pretty good game his last trip out. Let's see if they can get him a bucket.
Dealing with Nadefo.
That's going to be.
He gets it to go.
Yes, he's coming off a 22-point game where he was 10 for 13 from the floor. I think Matt Painter really wants him to get active offensively. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come right back to that post up again.
St. Peter's normally a team that doesn't take a lot of threes. Nadefo missed it on the interior. Cleared by Williams.
The layup.
Under 3 minutes to play in this first half.
Pick and roll out front. Williams is going to be involved.
Hunter, swing, ball fake. Gillis, tough pull up, rims out.
Boy, they missed Williams. He was wide open in the lane.
St. Peter's may not take a lot of threes. They were number 1 in the MAC in shooting percentage from downtown, 36%. They get Eder to touch. The drive.
Better
the
drive. Floater is
no.
off.
Looks like he's a little out of control when he shoots that shot, but he's understanding what he needs to do. He made a big one against Murray State the other night.
Half-court set here for the Boilermakers. Williams.
Watch for the ball fakes. Nope, that's going to be a
flop.
flop, if anything.
Clean.
Terrible.
Yep.
Terrible, St.
Three
Peter's.
officials were on that one. That was just a drop down by Rupert.
That is full-on floppage.
I think he anticipated one of those swing moves, and if he caught it and timed it right, then that's okay, but he just did a drop.
Coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's
Yes,
Basketball
Deep.
Championship.
Who do you think is
Sweet
going to
16
win?
continues
Who do you
tomorrow,
want to
7
win? I
o'clock
think
on
St. Peter's is
ESPN
going
and
to win.
ESPN2 for more
Going
info
for the
on game
underdog
times and
here.
listings, go to ncaa.com.
I really don't have a problem with what Rupert tried to do just then, too. He just mistimed the swing.
Jalen Murray is back in there, sharing the backcourt with Banks. Eddard trying to break free against Stefanovic.
Perimeter defense. Look at it swarming out front.
Banks goes behind the
Peter's
back
drive,
and a
there's a
reach-in
foul.
foul on
Reach-in
Isaiah
Purdue.
Thompson. And now AT&T 5G takes us above the rim for one of the best plays of the night so far.
And there's your 7-4 coming right down, and another one just leading him towards the basket. I think when he's on the floor, the second half adjustments, I think you'll see Edey park himself directly under the basket, get in there for 2 seconds. They have to find him quickly, though.
Murray tosses in for Nadefo.
That might be an offensive foul.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
On
St.
the
Peter's
handoff,
turnover.
Nadefo tried to create some space for Murray.
Shaheen had a good look at that, even though he's down the other end. Let's take a look. Does number 11 move?
Yep.
And it's not much, but you're just not allowed to do it. You have to keep yourself kind of vertical, shoulders basically over your feet, and stand straight up.
That's 2 fouls on Nadefo, the 3-time MAC Defensive Player of the Year. He picked up 2 quickies in the first round.
Yep.
And they played well without him during that stretch in the first half.
Banks nearly stole that ball in the backcourt just then.
Stefanovic, lob it in. Williams turns. He's got Diame defensively. Williams, the back end. And Diame gets a piece.
Yeah, get
This
on the
is
way up. It's one of the best ways to
St.
strip
Peter's
a guy who's a
rebound.
very talented player. Get him about waist high or right around the numbers and strip that ball down.
2.5 minute stretch, no points for St. Peter's. We approach 1 minute to play. Shake and bake. Banks, fend off.
Banks is off.
And missed it
On the
off the
shot.
glass.
I think they still recognize that they can get to the lane. Nice pass here if they can get it.
Quick pass, too much for
First,
Purdue. That's
tried
going to be a
extend
turnover.
for it, out of bounds. Turnover, Purdue. That's 9 now for the Boilermakers. A reminder, coming up, AT&T at the half. Greg, Clark, Kenny, and Charles. They'll update you on the Midwest Regional Semifinal between Providence and Kansas. A look ahead to our next game, North Carolina, UCLA. It's all coming up. AT&T at the half. Purdue averages just under 12 turnovers per game, already at 9 in this first half. 44 seconds to go. Murray, step back, short. It just grazed the rim. And St. Peter's has come up empty here offensively. There's a 6-second different shot clock to game clock.
Yeah, I'm watching Shaheen over there. He's yelling at the guys on the bench, even though they didn't make that mistake. That shot.
Purdue has won 31 straight games when leading at the half, and they're going to have a halftime
Purdue
lead.
makes the
Another
2,
bucket for
33-27.
33-27.
13 seconds left in the
10
game.
seconds to go.
And they have a foul to give if they get in trouble right here. Matt Painter may yelling that out.
Murray, 3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Murray at the buzzer gets the
Imagine
2.
finger roll. Jalen Murray gets the bucket before the break.
4-point
I
game.
think Matt Painter was yelling over there to try to get a hand on the ball handler before he could get to the middle of the floor and drive it like that. Right there, I think they were trying to foul, and he just keeps going, and that's a beauty. And look at number 50, Williams, going up there to try to get it just a touch late. But a beautiful drive at the end of this first half.
Purdue has got the
All
halftime
right, so
lead on
we're at halftime, guys. We're going to take a quick break. 29, St. Peter's, 33, Purdue. 189 viewers, 55 likes. Let's make sure we're smashing that like, that thumbs up, guys. We're trying to get to our next goal here of 75. So we just need 20 more likes. Gets us to our next goal of 75. So make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for the NFL, NBA, college, and of course MLB. Marissa, great half so far. Second half should be just as good. Yeah, definitely. I don't see either team taking their foot off the gas. So definitely going to be a great second half. Andrew Moon, what are you talking about, bro? Philip Ordoveza, Purdue -5, yeah. Yeah, it's a 4-point game right now. I mean, spread's 12 points, so. But I feel like St. Peter's is going to pull this off. I really do. So you got plenty of time to get your drinks, get your food, make the phone calls, your texts, check your social media, all that good stuff. I still got to grab dinner, but I'm going to do it after the game. As far as the votes go, we got 152 votes, 70% for St. Peter's, 30% for Purdue. A lot of people going for the underdog today. What do you guys got for that UCLA UNC game? That's going to be a good one. Drop it in the comments. Who do you think is going to take that? Philip, North Carolina. Okay. I like that. I was leaning towards the Tar Heels. Yep. Okay. I was like serious. But yeah, we all there. We all on the same page. We know what time it is. Okay. Okay. But you know this is the end. Almost the end, so you know it can definitely go any way, but definitely think UNC is going to take that one. All right, guys, so we got 60 likes. We just need 15 more. 15 more. We hit our next goal of 75. So make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. Smash that like, thumbs up helps the video, the channel, and of course supports the stream. So make sure you smash that like, thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Ohad Zivi, does someone have a link to the game? No links, bro. No links. You can listen. and have a good time in the chat.
In Philadelphia, Purdue able to maintain the edge with nifty little plays like that one, and at halftime, the Boilermakers are leading St. Peter's by a score of 33-29. Welcome to AT&T at the half, everyone. I'm Greg, Clark, Kenny, and Charles. In the first half, what did you see?
I saw Purdue turning the ball over too much. They shot 50% from the floor, but they had 9 turnovers, meaning they got 7 fewer shots. And yet they lead by 4 because they're +4 points in the paint. That's PIP, Greg, points in the paint. And they did it because they've got a size advantage. There you see the big fella, Zach Edey. Nice patience there. Ball reversal from the high post down over the top to Zach Edey. Penetration, be aware of helping defenders. Leave it for the big guy to catch and finish. Room service dime right there from Eric Hunter. And Travion Williams, one of his best attributes is his passing. That time took his time. So Purdue has a huge advantage when they take care of the ball because they're getting quality shots, and they'll continue to do that because they force-feed it inside.
Yeah, I was blessed to be.
I think one of the big things that
go to North Carolina,
St. Peter's
first team, whatever,
is lacking, obviously,
player of the years and all
that. Big man.
But it was 3 guys that helped me be that. And there was a guy named Alvin Lana with the St. Bonaventure,
so
Chris Green who went to Iona, and another guy named Omar Johnson, who were mid-major guys. I just grew. They didn't grow, and I became that. This is what St. Peter's is. This is these guys, when they get into the areas of the floor, my guy Chris used to say, oh, you see 2? Make them play you, Kenny. So I got into the lane, and I got the pull-up. I learned to pull up from that. And then all of a sudden, you come off this screen, and then Omar would say, don't settle right there. Wait for the pick. Be patient. I get patient. Now I get the shot. Knock down. Then, in the last of it, then at the time, Chris used to say, hey, man, you just got to take the guy sometime. He's here. Take him. He can't guard you. One guy shouldn't be able to guard you. Get in the lane and shot. So this just reminds me of all the guys I grew up who were actually better than I was, or better than the guys at North Carolina, Duke, and Kentucky, but didn't grow to that 6'3" realm, but they were 5'10", 5'11", and these guys can get it done.
Well, I think you got to be concerned if you're St. Peter's because turnover is something you can control. They're not going to have 9 turnovers in the second half, and St. Peter's has not found a way to speed the game up to negate Purdue's size. And because even if they don't turn it over, if they don't get fast break points, they still really tall and big in a half court. They're making them take tough shots. But like I say, if I'm St. Peter's, I'm like, if I'm the coach of Purdue, I'm like, guys, we're going to get a good shot every time because we have such a huge height advantage. But if you don't throw it to guys wearing our same color jersey, you let them get more shots, we're going to be in trouble because they have to keep it close if they're going to win this game, St. Peter's, because this Purdue team, like Clark said, they're going to pound it inside, and St. Peter's is not going to grow at halftime.
It is close right now. St. Peter's trying to become the first 15 seed to ever make it to the Elite 8. They trail by 4 at halftime. The other game being played in Chicago, and that is 4th seed Providence, 1 seed Kansas. Kansas has had it going from the start.
Yeah, nice job here. Tremendous pass from DeJon Harris for the throwdown. Christian Brown throwing it down. And then Remy Martin, he had 11 of the 17 points for Kansas to start this game. He's averaged 18 points a game in the tournament so far. Beautiful finger roll by Jared Bynum right there. But Remy Martin, what an injection of offense this guy is coming back. He was hurt midway through the season, Greg, bone bruise. He was picked as the preseason player of the year in the Big 12. To get him back healthy now at this stage in the season is a huge bonus for Kansas.
Yeah, but listen, as great as defense as Providence has played, they're awful offensively. They got 8 more points than me and Clark out there right now. With 5 minutes to go in the half, you're not going to beat anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, they got 8 more points than me and Clark with 5 minutes to go. You're not going to beat anybody. And they're great defensively. Because think about it. They've only gave up 19 points, but they've been awful offensively. They got to find a way to pick it up.
Yeah, agreed. 8 more points than you, Clark, and me.
We figured you'd get in the mix. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, but the difference is, again, when you're playing from behind, what you have to be worried about, Providence, you're not a scoring team.
Right.
And now you got to speed the tempo up.
Exactly.
So how are you going to get baskets to get it? You're going to have to get steals and offensive rebounds. And if you don't do that, you will lose big to Kansas.
Did you notice how Clark explained what PIP was to me? Like he thought I was going to go all Gladys Knight on him. We will look ahead to North Carolina and UCLA when the fun continues on AT&T at the half.
All right, so back to a quick commercial break. 150 viewers. We're trying to get to 75 likes, guys. We just need 10 more. We got 65 now, so make sure you're smashing that that thumbs up button. We're trying to get to 75. Help support the stream, help support the channel. Much appreciated if we can get there. 75 likes, 75 thumbs up, so make sure you're smashing that button. And, of course, subscribe as we get through this commercial break during halftime. Thanks for the support. I'm actually going to post up the score for Kansas as well. That way we can all have access to that too. Myself smaller. And we'll do it like that. Smaller. Fix that. Bring this over. There we go. All right.
Love feel good, and our shooting star, the guy who puts it in the basket, is Manic. And if you could create opportunities for them, North Carolina wins.
I think points in the paint going to be huge tonight. I think
would that be PIP?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well done.
I think that North Carolina size is going to be a real problem for UCLA because I think the perimeter guys are pretty much even, to be honest with you. But I think the size of Carolina,
what's up, Richard?
Points in the paint, maybe my offensive rebound, I think that'll be the difference in the game.
We've seen defense control games when the 2 number-1 seeds got beat last night. 2 number-1 seeds got beat. UCLA is playing really good defense. I think the key is going to be, can Johnny Juzang get going again? He's had 23 points in 2 tournament games. They need him to knock down that mid-range jumper. And to your point, great point about the pace being controlled by the point guards. I think this might be an offensive night, though. And because of that,
you got to go with the Heels.
I'm leaning that way. I think the Heels, offensively, I think they're going to find a way to beat good defense.
All right, guys, right now at halftime of our game, Purdue with a 4-point lead, 33-29. Second half of Purdue and St. Peter's coming your way. But first to Lily, who is inside the madness.
Everything here is very secure. One team has secured the win, the other team has secured the loss. The coach has secured his job, and the clock has secured the time. And Lily. Security is asking us to leave this way. Okay, thank you, sorry.
They seem nice. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
All right, so we got 186 votes, 71% for St. Peter's. Still going for the underdog, which is good to see. Hey, Yelts Kev, what's up, bro? How about them Cougars? Bird Zerka, I met Matt Painter once in college. He's just as nice as you'd imagine. That's what's up, man. So we're almost done here with halftime. And through all these commercials, we were just having a nice conversation yesterday about how there's so many commercials for NCAA right now. It's kind of crazy. But back to the game shortly for the second half and see who takes this thing. St. Peter's upsets Purdue and moves on, first 15th seed in history, or do they lose to Purdue and write this one off? What's up, David, NBA and NFL? What's up, yo?
For second half action with Purdue in front of St. Peter's, 33-29. BR Kicks is your source for everything kicks and fits, from your favorite athletes to the latest drops. At BR Kicks, we are all sneakerheads. Scan the QR code to follow BR Kicks. Second half coming up from Philadelphia. A spot in the Elite Eight on the line.
Telling me with these commercials. God, come on. So we got a 9-point lead for Kansas. Sorry, 11-point lead now, 26-15, as their first half looks like it's about to wrap up. We just need 5 more likes, guys. 5 more likes, 5 more thumbs up, and we'll hit that next goal of 75. So make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up button. We just need 5 more, and we'll hit our next goal of 75. Ultimately, obviously, we want to hit 100, but we'll hit our next goal of 75. So keep smashing that like, that thumbs up. Like I said, we're trying to get to 100, but we're getting close to our next goal of 75. So thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. Keep smashing that like, thumbs up button.
Coverage of the NCAA men's basketball team.
In Philadelphia, let's check out the Buffalo Wild Wings first half stats. Every category led by Purdue. Turnovers, though, an issue, and that has helped keep St. Peter's in it. And you go along with Jim Spinarkle, Jamie Erdahl. When you're a tournament darling like St. Peter's is, you're going to get the swing vote. And the one thing we know here, North Carolina fans, UCLA fans, they are rooting hard for the Peacocks. The other thing we know, defense travels in this tournament.
Yeah, it sure does. And St. Peter's, really, that's their trademark. But to your point, Ian, you're absolutely right. If St. Peter's keeps this thing close for a while with their defense, then this building will change also. But look at the way they smother the middle of the floor. There's always a second guy thinking about helping out and closing the option to pass it to him. But what happens there, too, is when you close too much and too often, shooters shoot, and that's one of the things that Purdue does so well in terms of finding the three-point shot.
Send it over to Jamie.
And the first thing Matt Painter said to me as he shook his head out of the locker room was 9 turnovers. I just can't believe it. Purdue has a healthy range between 8 and 12 that he likes to stay in for the Boilermakers. So 9.5 is unfortunate. He said it's not just bad passes, it was bad catches. Purdue was rushed at times. For St. Peter's defensively, they felt like they contained the big men well, kept them off their spots, continue to see them try to swarm those bigs but avoid the threes.
All right, Jamie, St. Peter's scored just 4 points in the last 5 minutes of the first half, and they trail Purdue, the 3 seed in the East, by 4.
Good luck.
St. Peter's quick pass.
Rolls to the rim.
Through the layup.
Last touch by Edey.
That's a nice little set just then, too, by St. Peter's coming out early on. And they found Edey just wandering a little bit too much in the middle of the floor just then, and they gave away a layup.
St. Peter's really struggled from three-point territory, 3 of 13 from downtown. Get it in for Rupert. Hands to Lee. Drame picked up 2 fouls in the first half. Nadefo.
Nice spin with the finish.
And where does Nadefo go? He goes towards the middle of the floor. Just a little bit of a glimpse of the 7'4" guy, and then he gets out of there and goes the other way.
First 2 of the night for Casey Nadefo.
Oh, that's a push-off.
It is offensive foul.
Offensive foul, St. Peter's ball.
That's his first.
See, Nadefo's going here. You see the big guy just hanging around in the middle, Edey, and then all of a sudden he's got that little move. And remember, as you touched on, Ian, against Kentucky, he started out in the first 2 minutes with 3 turnovers and 2 fouls. And then they isolated him a little in the second half. So he could be a go-to guy here. Don't put it past him.
And a foul called out front on Rupert, setting the screen as number 2 on the St. Peter's big. St. Peter's is the third 15 seed to advance to the Sweet 16. Florida Gulf Coast did it in 2013. Oral Roberts last year, and both of those teams had double-digit leads in their respective Sweet 16 games. Didn't win. Stefanovic.
Look where he's catching though, Edey right now.
Edey, kick.
Long three, it's
Ivy
off
missed
by
it.
Purdue.
Drame got his hands on it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue.
St. Peter's ball.
Little frustration for Edey, who got off to such a terrific start. They got him the ball close to the rim, and he just threw it down on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, and I think they have to be a little bit more patient with their offense and let him get set up. He's not very quick, but he will get to his spot, understands where that is.
Good ball fake, Banks.
Look at this, look at this.
Gets the roll.
Look at that. Tie game, 33-33.
First bounce off the rim.
The 6th tie. Run, baby, run center in Jersey City, New Jersey. They're rocking in there. Off the hand of Edey. Grab by Hunter. Stefanovic.
Quick pass in the middle. That's going to be...
And Rupert's going to pick up number 3.
Yeah, that's an
foul on
unfortunate
St.
foul
Peter
for Rupert.
Rupert.
I'll tell you why, Ian, because did you notice where the pass took Edey? It took him away from the basket, and he wasn't catching it cleanly. So that's one he could have stayed away from. You see right there, he's going. That tendency is because you're undersized, you want to use your hands, you don't want to use your feet as much, and it forces him to the bench.
11 points, 3 fouls, replaced by Omar Diame. Drop it inside. Clearly the game plan right now. Edey left hand.
Missed.
No. Gillis keeps it alive. Out of bounds.
St. Peter's ball.
St. Peter's with a basketball, a chance to take the lead.
That's what Edey was. He was basically practicing that move down in yesterday's practice. One dribble, and you just go up. He knows it's not going to get blocked. Just misses the shot.
Lee out on the perimeter. Trying to beat Ivy off the dribble. Now Nadefo. Ball fake.
Nadefo goes up.
The flip is good.
2 points, 35-33, St. Peter's.
Rising for St. Peter's.
And a nice steal, but he kicked the ball.
St. Peter's bench doesn't like it, but Nadefo was a little late getting there.
We have our 9th lead change after this Nadefo bucket.
Here's the isolation. He did that against Kentucky in the second half, and they're going to him early also.
And Jimmy, that's number 3 on Nadefo. So 3 on Rupert, 3 on Nadefo. And he's got to be careful right now. His body language is not very good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's a good catch on your part, Ian. He's got to make sure they don't. Right here, his man has the ball here. I'd be driving him, thinking about driving him.
Gillis gives it up. Drop it inside. Edey, one-on-one.
Edey, nice defense with the block.
You're not going to get it high on him, but you can get it low, and there's another example of it.
35-33. St. Peter's. Lee using the Diame screen. Continues on the drive. The stumble. Bank shot won't count. Foul was called. And whoa, the acrobatic Matthew Lee getting to his feet. He's limber.
He's looking for the call, too, but he's not getting it. That was way outside. So there's the foul. Let's see.
How you want to get up off the floor, Jimmy? Like this.
Take me right to the infirmary.
You're done.
Big shot,
Rainbow
miss.
jumper
Purdue
doesn't
rebound
for Darrell Banks III. 35-33 St. Peter's. 8-0 run.
Much space.
Jumper.
Purdue's
Hunter,
off of the 3.
It's a little too early for Purdue to be tight, but if this thing gets under 8 minutes or so in this game and it's like this, they may get tight.
Banks to Lee.
Lee, big shot off.
On a 3-ball. And this place was ready to go wild. Hunter, the delay, no. Edey keeps it high and clears.
Why not go right back up with that one?
Ivy, kick. Stefanovic has shot it well.
Stefanovic
Short
is off.
3. Tracked down by Hunter.
Remember, this is a very good rebounding team, Purdue.
Ivy telling Edey to set a screen for him. He does. Ivy fouled. He had Diame one-on-one. And that's going to be number 2 on the sophomore from Senegal.
And here's that drive, and I didn't see much there at all. There may have been contact after the ball was freed when he was going for it. Didn't see much on the swipe from that angle.
Changes for Purdue. Caleb first in. Travion Williams checks in. And now Shaheen Holloway will counter with the Jersey City native Isaiah Dasher. Edey will get a breather.
A pretty small team on the floor for St. Peter's. They already have 4 team fouls.
The Drame twins are on the floor together. Normally one substitutes for the other. Stefanovic can't hit the 3. Rebound. Dasher's got it. 4 minutes gone by in the second half. St. Peter's riding a 9-game winning streak. Longest streak for them since 95-96. Drame. Middle opens up. Drame takes it.
Lane. That's going to be a foul.
It will be Hassan Drame shooting a pair when we return to Philadelphia. The 3 seed in the East, Purdue taking on the 15 seed, the Cinderella story, St. Peter's. Sweet 16 action.
All right, so a quick commercial break while they're on the timeout. We've got 247 viewers, guys, 76 likes. We're trying to get to 100 likes. So make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up button. We just need 25 more likes, 25 more thumbs up, and we'll hit our goal of 100 likes. Supports the stream, supports the video, and of course supports the channel. So I definitely do thank you for that. Of course, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for NCAA, NBA, MLB, and of course NFL. Coming over to our votes, we've got 255 votes, 73% for St. Peter's, still room for the underdog, 27% for Purdue. 9 more likes, guys, 9 more likes, 9 more thumbs up. And that'll get us to our goal of 100. So keep smashing that like, that thumbs up. It's much appreciated. Definitely do thank all you guys for being here. Score of 35-33. St. Peter's is a 2-point lead after an amazing first half. Second half is looking like more drama, more fight, more heart. But I've got St. Peter's on this myself personally, so I think it's going to take it. All right, thanks a lot, guys. We just hit 100 likes. So thanks a lot to the 100th liker for hitting that like button. Much appreciated. Keep it going, guys. The more the merrier. Thanks for being here.
In Chicago, Remy Martin leading the Kansas Jayhawks, 13 of his 26 points. Kansas leading Providence 26-17 at halftime. Back to
Malik, I'm taking UNC in that one.
All right, Greg, Remy Martin goes down smooth for Kansas, and Iowa State and Miami coming up. 2 surprise teams that have played exceptionally well in the NCAA tournament. On hand, Kevin Warren. Big Ten commissioner. He was in San Antonio last night watching Michigan, now checking out the Purdue Boilermakers. Kevin, standout with University of Pennsylvania for.
Let me get through these quick breaks. Here we go.
Grand Canyon University.
First free throw was made.
Hassan Drame for Kevin Warren and all of the Big Ten fans. This opportunity for Purdue. They have not been to a Final Four in 42 years. This is a well-balanced roster. Matt Painter loves this squad.
Defense by St. Peter's. They're stepping it up, man.
Purdue has not scored in the second half. They're 0 for 6.
4-point game.
This has been a battle just trying to get something good at the offensive end for Purdue.
Last year they lost in the first round as a 4 seed to North Texas. That was a shocker. 5 to shoot.
Look at this. Can't get close to the basket.
2 seconds. Gets it off. 3 air ball. Shot clock violation.
You want a highlight video on defense on the perimeter? That's one right there. I would hang on to that one if I were Shaheen Holloway. This is just remarkable defense. Nothing short of remarkable. Look at this. Big guys are stepping out. That's the beauty of their team because they're really 6'7" on the front line right now is their tallest guy, so they can handle the perimeter defensively.
They've turned it over 12 times. Lee is fouled.
And 1.
And before the bucket. Basket will not count.
They're not going to count
for Matthew
layup.
Lee.
There was a foul.
NCAA Division I Men's Final Four returns to TBS April 2nd, followed by the National Championship game on April 4th. Travion Williams picks up his second foul. Shaheen Holloway sends in Doug Eddert. 14:59 mark second half.
And right now in this second half, I'm sensing St. Peter's knows what they want to do, and they're getting what they want. The other team is having some struggles. He stepped out of bounds, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, if you go out of bounds, you can't be the first guy to touch it. If you go out on your own. If you're bumped out, that's different.
St. Peter's turnover.
So a turnover here for St. Peter's. That circle by Eddard trying to get the angle.
He's out of bounds, you notice, and then he can't be the first one to touch it.
8-0 Peacocks in the second half.
Well, that's
Purdue
interesting.
opened the night 4 of 4 from the field. They are 8 of 26 since. And trying to handle this pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
ratcheting up from St. Peter's.
A lot easier sitting over here, isn't it? Trying to get the ball past half court.
Ivy.
Look at this.
Nice steal, St. Peter's.
And it's out of bounds. Drame was there defensively. Spanarkel bailed out as the ball rolled towards our broadcast area.
Rolled. They're making it sound like it was slow motion.
It is. Well, that's a roll.
Right now?
Roll.
Okay.
You have flashbacks on that.
Oh, yeah. I think Purdue is having a flashback
Very nice,
right
Ariella.
now. It's called defensive flashbacks.
And St. Peter's is gaining more and more belief, just like we saw in the first 2 rounds.
So is this crowd.
All right. So another quick commercial break as we're on a timeout. We got a 4-point game here, St. Peter's. And they had a 12-point spread. They really disrespected St. Peter's. That's crazy. Vegas had a 12-point spread. And this game has been very close the whole time. Interesting. Self-made says St. Francis soccer players, so you know I'm rooting for my neighbor. Let's go, Peters. Let's go, St. Peter's. Fans in the house. I just got to go through the list here, so do forgive me if I miss you. But, Japsada just subscribed. Karen subscribed. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the family. Thanks for being here. Alright. Kansas score is not showing for some reason. Don't know why. I'll try and see if I can fix it, but maybe I've got too much going on. So, I will keep you guys updated, let you know the score. 26-17, Kansas. They're up by 9 going into halftime. 26-17, Kansas is up. Keith Copeland says St. Peter's is doing to Purdue what Arkansas did to Gonzaga. Their defense is smothering Purdue, rendering their size irrelevant. Very true. This should be a big wake-up call to players, coaches alike, because bigs don't always win.
Cannot get going offensively here in the second
bigs
half.
Don't always
0
win.
for 7. Out of bounds. Last touch by St. Peter's.
What's up, Rick?
So
Rick Sanchez. What do you got in mind, bro?
What is Purdue's strength at the offensive end, right? And they'll start by saying we want to post the basketball up. You got Williams on the floor right now. My guess is that in the next 1 or 2 possessions, he has to get involved, and they have to get some easy buckets to get some rhythm offensively.
12 made field goals, 13 turnovers for the Boilermakers. Ivy trying to get it started.
Nice layup from Purdue. That was a nice play.
Good isolation over the top for him also.
37-35. St. Peter's 6 minutes and 4 seconds between scoring for Purdue.
Wow.
Down goes Ivy.
And an open man. Oh, they took down the shot.
Drame, left hand, tough angle. Cleared by Williams. Hunter up the floor. Trying to get into a set here. Stefanovic missed it. Long rebound to Ivy. And a reload for Purdue.
Good hands by First. Here's that post-up action. He's got to go, and he's got to make something happen right now.
Williams over Drame. Gets
That's
the deuce.
good.
That's their strength.
Purdue ties the game 37-37.
I'd go back to that well again. Obviously, Ivy is going to be able to create, but if he doesn't, get him the ball in the blocks. You're going to make St. Peter's make an adjustment defensively.
7th tie of the night, 37-37. Murray probing. Eddard out front, 10 to shoot.
He can float it.
Eddard gets
defense, Purdue.
Williams there defensively to greet him. Ivy taking his time, defended by Murray.
Yeah, here's the two-man action.
Gives up his dribble with 15 to shoot. Out high, Williams. And a foul called as he made his move.
So here's where Williams gets you. He starts bodying up, and he's got the little soft half a jump hook, and it's quick to release it. And then they close in on the guy who can float it. Eddard, nice floats. In a few of the games we've seen him play, but that time they get smothered in.
Drame picks up his second foul. Williams shows the ball.
Same thing.
Williams circles in for the bucket.
You know, when you're a struggling,
3-point game, Purdue 39, St. Peter's 37.
This is going to turn into a road game for them pretty soon because people will start really getting behind St. Peter's. You have to go to your strength.
He had 22 points against Texas, the most in Boilermakers history off the bench in an NCAA tournament game.
Their defense has gotten better, too, with their little bit of offense. Purdue's defense on the perimeter back pretty good.
Dasher nearly lost it. Drame peeks at the clock, goes
the
to
pass
the
for the
outside.
3. That's going to be off. Purdue with the rebound.
3 of 16 from three-point territory. Ivy drops it inside.
Quick pass,
Williams
throws it up and scores.
Excuse me.
I think Shaheen wants to talk things over there for St. Peter's.
8-0 run.
St. Peter's timeout.
First time tonight, Purdue has gotten themselves into a
What's
rhythm
up, Jonas?
offensively, using their strengths. Ivy, Williams, good coaching by Matt Painter on the sidelines. And we look at Williams here, trying the same move right across the paint. You got to find a double team on him. And this one kind of unconventional, but it still goes.
All right, so we'll take a quick commercial break while they take a timeout. We got 322 viewers, guys, 116 likes. Let's try to push that to 125 or more. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up button. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for college, NFL, NBA, MLB. So make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Q104 says, trust me, Peacocks choke. 8-0 run by Purdue. All right. Got a Purdue fan in the house. We got 354 votes. 72% still says that St. Peter's is going to take it. Rooting for that underdog. And if you know Vegas, there's a lot of money on St. Peter's right now. There is a lot of money on St. Peter's right now, without a doubt. Man of buns. Definitely watch those games. That Gonzaga game was crazy. Q104, better team win it always. No, that's not how it happens, bro. Without a doubt, that's not true at all. St. Peter's is the proof of that. That's why they're here right now. Zeus Ball, well, that was a fun NCAA run that's come to an end. It's not over, bro. Man, y'all giving up this fast? 12 minutes left in the game. It's only 4, what is that, 3 points? 4 points. My goodness.
Join up with Master Chief, humanity's only hope.
Yeah, it's so much time in this game. I mean, you really can't determine anything right now. So, I know for my bettors out there, nervous moments.
Run around the corner in terms of setting a screen and going towards the basket hard. And here we go, a little action towards the middle.
Crossover, Lee is fouled.
Lee's fouled, going to the line.
2 points in the last 6 minutes for St. Peter's. That's no points in the last 4 minutes. Lee is looking for free throws. And the officials do not agree.
What?
Both teams right now with 5 team
Definitely
fouls.
In the shooting motion.
Still a good opportunity to get a guard in play once they get the set in.
Banks, pull-up jump. He nails
Banks.
it.
Big shot.
8 points for the Los Angeles native, Darrell Banks III. Pressure once again from St. Peter's.
Yeah, nice defensive adjustment for Shaheen Holloway going back to the press where they had some success with it. Look at this guy maneuver.
Williams gets it to go. He pulled the Smitty. Steve Smith on the misdirection play from
makes
Travion
a 4-point game again.
43-39 Purdue.
Yeah, what a touch he has around the hole.
We approach 11 minutes to play in regulation. Lee using the screen from Rupert.
Lee, big shot. Short.
Uncontested rebound to Ivy.
Yeah, you can see, though, Shaheen Holloway told his guards to basically look for that shot, look for your mid-range hit.
Ivy.
To the 3, Ivy
off. The rim, no. And Nadefo, who's back in there, comes away with the board.
Yeah, not sure I like that shot in terms of trying to build momentum. That's going the other way.
Charging foul.
Nadefo.
Purdue gets it back.
4.
See, Nadefo has to be aware that the play is the correct play in terms of going towards the basket and making the pass to the right. But see how he just left his feet a touch instead of landing on both and stopping? It's a basic fundamental rule in basketball. You just got to land on 2 feet, stop, and make the kick to the right corner.
So Nadefo will sit, replaced by Isaiah Dasher.
And going to back to your point earlier, in this game, Ian, you said that they played pretty well against Kentucky with Nadefo on the bench.
They did.
See if they can do a duplication of it right now.
10-2 run for Purdue over the last 3 minutes and change. Hunter feeds it down low. The back in by Williams.
See if they run a double team at him this time.
Now he'll face Williams. Gets the body bump from Rupert. Williams maneuvers. He missed it. Last touch, Purdue.
Off. St. Peter's ball.
A little better job this trip, not reaching as much. The hands are coming down, but he forces them away. We've seen him shoot the basketball, Williams, a couple of times. Remember, his shoulders were going towards the basket. Where did he go that time? About 2 feet further away.
You know, you look at the numbers.
How many people took the Peacocks from the money line?
To the free throw line whenever they wanted. 79 free throw attempts. Not the case so far tonight. Nadefo 4 fouls. Rupert with 3. Purdue is 5 of 6 from the stripe. Lee on the outside. Swing it. Corner.
The throw. That's a 3.
No closeout at all.
1 point game.
Set for St. Peter's of the offensive end.
St. Peter's 42, Purdue 43.
Purdue in the backcourt.
Ivy trying to split defenders to the corner. Gillis.
Wow.
Gillis cannot answer.
Ricochet. Thompson taps it out for Stefanovic.
Plenty of time, though. They get it with 15 seconds, now down to 10.
Purdue is 0 of 8 from three-point territory in the
in the middle, that's going to be a foul.
Down low.
Gillis
will
is
be
going
helped
to the line.
his feet. And Rupert had something to say. Edey gets in between, and it will be Dasher picking it up.
You know, where's the closeout in the corner? That's just a breakdown defensively. Stefanovic shouldn't get there.
So this is what Purdue did the first 2 games, plus 47 free throw differential. Gillis, outstanding free throw shooter.
And I know it's worth mentioning, that was in 2 games. It wasn't in like 6 games, that number.
Fousseyni Dramé will step in, replace his twin brother Hassan. Mason Gillis.
Mason makes both free throws.
45-42, Purdue.
3-point game.
9.5 to go, second half. Lee has been steady for St. Peter's. They're looking for someone to get it going offensively.
Well, this is where that mid-range game comes back in with Edey on the floor.
High screen, Rupert playing with those 3 fouls. Jumper
Lee, big 3 ties the game, 45-45.
Tie game. Wow. And a foul called in the backcourt. Lee and Banks looking to trap the junior Isaiah Thompson. It will be Banks picking up his second.
Yeah, go by that screen and you don't have enough time to get back. The good part of St. Peter's defense is they close pretty quickly.
Matthew Lee, his dad Butch, NCAA champion with Marquette, an NBA title with the Lakers, the late great Al McGuire in that shot. Thompson at the line. 8 team fouls against St. Peter, so 1-1 for a 78% shooter.
Free throw is good by Purdue.
It'll be interesting to see if Shaheen Holloway stays with that trapping defense right now in the foul trouble that they are from a team perspective, or goes back to just the man-to-man, maybe half court, and pick up from that perspective.
This Purdue team is ranked #1 in the country, then lost to Rutgers on a buzzer beater by Ron Harper on December the 9th.
People are starting to sway in this building towards St. Peter's again.
They are 9 of 10 at the free throw line. We have 8 ties, 10 lead changes. Largest lead has been 6 for Purdue. Lee, head and shoulder fake.
Lee going for the layup, missed it. Follow up, missed.
Second tip won't go. And
Purdue rebound.
Comes away with it with Stefanovic.
Great effort, but Edey's in the way.
Ivy on a sprint. Edey sets the
Kick
screen.
out.
Jumper Gillis.
Purdue,
No
3 miss.
Gets it to go. Mount Edey.
Edey, 2 points.
Yeah, and I'll tell you,
Making the
lead
lead 4 again.
And he got down to the offensive end very, very quickly there for a guy 7'4", about 300 pounds.
His mom Julia in attendance here. Dasher, outside Banks. The lead is 4 for Purdue. We approach 8 minutes to go. And a foul called out front. 16 fouls against the Boilermakers. It will be Stefanovic, number 2.
May have gotten away with the moving screen, a touch out front, but look at size. You just can't teach it. And he gets that to just sit on the rim and fall in. Pretty good positioning, though, for a guy who was at the top of the key, followed it through.
Zach Edey, native of Toronto, Ontario. Lee, no look.
Kicks it out.
Grab.
Banks
corner three, no good.
It's tough to grab that ball out of position like that and come back into position shooting.
And St. Peter's is now 5 of 19 from long range.
There you go, lob.
Edey couldn't catch it.
He lost it.
He didn't get that one.
Dasher up the floor. Banks makes his move. Wild attempt. No.
Watch
out. Goes Drame. And he hit the small of his back. A foul is called. It'll be team foul number 7, 1-1 for St. Peter's.
Good time to push for St. Peter's. And that's a tough ball. May have been a little bit of the right elbow hitting, too.
And that's going to be number 2 on Mason Gillis. Fousseyni Drame appears to be okay. Where's that Band-Aid? Derek Chivas style. 49-45 Purdue.
All right, so 4-point game. We're going to take a quick commercial break while they go on a timeout. We got 409 viewers, 127 likes. Let's try to push that to 150, guys. Can we get 150 likes? We just need 23 more. 23 likes, 23 thumbs up. Make sure you guys are smashing that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to 150. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this. We got Jose, I don't want to butcher this, Iraza. Just subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. Life of Labor, no hope for over 135, under 135. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's possible. I don't think you're out of it yet. You're not out of it yet. Doc McCoy, subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. 5th Generation Farmer, subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. Jonas, yeah, I think this game was a little bit more important to people, just like the Texas Tech game was as well. So I think I chose the wrong game yesterday. That's all. Wish I could do all of them, to be honest. But I'm just glad to be here. All right, guys, so we're almost at 150. Just need a couple more likes, couple more thumbs up, and we'll hit that goal of 150. So thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel. For all the new subscribers and everybody listening. Thanks for being here.
One rewarding performance.
And that's when Matt Painter knew that he needed offense on the blocks, and he got Williams into the game, and he did just that. He got him the basketball for 3 buckets. Edey is back on the
Big
floor
Will,
right now.
984, subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family.
For Edey, try to take advantage of the post game as much as they can, especially with under 8 minutes left in this game.
49-45, Purdue in front. Free throws here for
Aiden Fitzgerald. Welcome to the
Fousseyni
family. Thanks for subscribing, bro.
Native of Mali. Let's check in with Jamie.
Well, Fousseyni and his brother Hassan both played for the U19 Mali national team for the World Cup. They lost to Team USA for the silver medal. Their parents had to convince them to play basketball as young boys. They said basketball was for girls in Mali. They wanted to play soccer.
St. Peter's makes both free throws,
47-49. Parents are back at home. They watch highlights of these games from the NCAA tournament.
I think they made the right choice.
Pretty good.
On a big stage tonight, Sweet 16, St. Peter's and Purdue. 2-point lead for the Boilermakers. We approach 7 minutes to play.
Watch for the touches to the post and watch the kickouts to the shooters.
Loop it inside. Edey on an island with Rupert.
Edey goes up, and that's going to be short.
Right through the hands of Rupert, tracked down by Eddard.
Eddard gets the rebound.
Throwing the center away from the basket, and Williams pops up off the bench for Purdue. Next whistle.
St. Peter's with a chance to tie or take the lead depending on shot selection. Top screen, Rupert. Swing. Drame. 9 to shoot. Drame for the lead.
That's going to be a 3. Peacocks 1-point lead, 50-49.
Nice look, too, by Eddard just then.
11th lead change, 50-49. St. Peter's.
There you got the post. Get it to him.
Edey.
There you go.
Too easy for Edey.
Makes the bucket.
Watch the St. Peter's end, too. I think they're just begging
Making
for a
another
backdoor
1-point
cut.
lead,
They like to set
50-51.
Eddard up on the top of the key and have him go towards the basket.
A 15 seed has never been to the Elite Eight. Foul called. Stefanovic. And Eddard, who is a fantastic free throw shooter, will head to the line.
Here's that little wing pass, beautifully set up. Nobody attracts the outside perimeter. And look at Edey just making himself even a bigger target down low.
Right now, Boiler up by 1, but St. Peter's can regain the lead. Edey sits. So does Thompson. Williams comes back in along with Hunter. 51-50 Purdue.
So if you're St. Peter's now and you see Williams come onto the floor as he just did, you have to be anticipating that Matt Painter is going to get him the ball. So what are your judgments going to be in terms of whether you go one-on-one or double him up?
Eddard, 88% shooter.
Free throw made, tie ball game.
The mustache has created many headlines. He has a beautiful head of hair as well. It's Ernie Grunfeld-esque. If you were casting the movie, I get a Sam Rockwell vibe from Doug Eddard, and he nails a pair.
Free throw made, 52-51, St. Peter's, 1-point lead.
No, you've got beautiful hair too, Jimmy. I don't want to leave you out. 52-51 St. Peter's. Up ahead, Ivy drops it inside. Williams ball fake. Finishes.
And 1. Purdue.
Thought he had him smothered.
And Shaheen Holloway is standing up yelling, that was a walk. Did he travel? Did he move the feet? He gets buried in here, and it's hard to see whether he moved that pivot foot or not.
So that's 4 fouls on Rupert.
Wow.
Nadefo has 4 as well.
Oh, I think he shuffled him. I think he shuffled him twice, maybe a third time in there.
Yeah, that was the indicator from the St. Peter's players.
Yeah.
They wanted the travel call.
Shaheen's not looking to go into officiating, I know, but he made the right call on that one.
12 points, 10 and a half for Travion Williams. He shoots it at 59% at the line.
Free throw is good.
Puts Purdue up
2-point game.
But that's why he's in the game right now. He's had a better run offensively than Edey has, so they play him more minutes, usually 24-ish to 16.
The Peacocks have already busted everybody's bracket. They are looking for another shocker. And a foul away from the ball. Eddard went down and was in some pain initially. Oh boy.
What he's trying to do is he's trying to come around the baseline like we saw before and get himself into position for a catch and shoot. And Hunter knows that, and that's a good call. He impedes his motion. The right leg and arm comes out a bit.
Yep. Eddard shaking it off. He will head to the free throw line with Purdue leading by 2.
Smiling over Shaheen, whatever Shaheen Holloway was saying to him.
Look, every coach builds a connection with their players around the country. This has been a special one between Shaheen Holloway and these guys.
Free throw is missed.
And a rare miss for Eddard.
Still a 2-point game.
Sure is, and a big one too.
54-52 Purdue. Under 5.5 to play.
Good passer from the post area too. Here comes Ivy. Nice cut to the basket.
Ivy.
Good pass. Reverse.
An adjustment by
Purdue makes it a 4-point game.
To put it off the glass and in.
And what a great call by Matt Painter on the way down the floor to get that set up, because Williams is very effective.
Lee, subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family.
15 points for Williams, 13 and a half.
Good shot by Lee. That's going to be off.
3 ball. Rebounded by Eddard.
Good pull out right there by Eddard just to make sure They get a look.
We are under 5 minutes to play in Philadelphia. Sweet 16. Purdue leads it 56-52 over St. Peter's.
Okay, Eddard cutting.
Eddard drives in.
Eddard missed the layup. Wow.
Another good set. That time by Shaheen Holloway. Got the shot they wanted.
Eric Hunter Jr., the senior from Indianapolis, feeds Travion Williams. Back in. Playing with 4 fouls. Rupert. Wow. Denied.
Big block.
Out of bounds.
Rupert.
Tell you what, Rupert has done his homework. He read that play perfectly in terms of the timing going towards it. He waited it out. Notice how he doesn't leave his feet. He jumps at the last second.
Nadefo and Banks check back in for St. Peter's. Stefanovic, the trigger man. Ivy gets the step.
Ivy out of bounds.
And it's going to go the other way.
St. Peter's ball.
Turnover, Purdue.
Yeah, Nadefo back on the floor. Watch for him to get involved. Let's see if he's... he just throws it out of bounds.
He lost it.
Yeah.
15 Purdue turnovers.
2 reps subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family.
4. We approach 4 minutes to go.
Here comes the Nadefo out front. There's that back door I was talking about, and they just defended it very well.
It was Stefanovic who was all over it. 19 to shoot. St. Peter's retains.
I think it was the Murray State game when they needed a bucket. They went to that play, and it was worked perfectly.
Lob it in. Nadefo playing with those 4 fouls. Circling to the ball is Lee.
Eddard fouled on the 3.
The 3.
Contact.
Wow.
Eddard ends up on the floor, and now a chance to cut into this Purdue lead with Stefanovic picking up his 4th.
Remember, you have to let a shooter go up and then come down. Let's see if he does. It's an easy one. Doesn't let him come down. Good call again. The offensive end, and he gets bumped in the air.
3 defenders in the vicinity.
And 3 shots at the line.
Eddard is constantly on the move. That's how he makes his way offensively.
First free throws made.
Working the perimeter, working those screens.
And he was kicking himself from this.
Second free throws made.
The last time he was at the line.
And the layup.
Yep.
Suffered through turf toe last season. Accepted his role coming off
and
the bench.
And the 3rd is made. 1-point game.
You could just sense him walking to the line.
Drew Vertical, Eddie Creek, both just subscribed. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family, both of you.
13. Purdue is 10 out of 11. 1-point game.
Guess what the building is responding to right now? St. Peter's.
56-55, Purdue in front.
And they switch to a matchup defense right now to throw Purdue off a little bit more.
Williams in a crowd is fouled.
If
it's Nadefo, that's it. Drame was in the area as well, and it is the quota for Nadefo. Number 5.
All right, guys, we're going to head to a quick commercial break during this timeout. We've got a little over 570 people here. I want to welcome you all. Thank you for sticking with me. Of course, if you're new, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this. I also stream NBA, NFL, MLB. And of course, I put up and upload video, sports content. Make sure you guys are smashing that thumbs up button. Trying to get to our next goal of 200 likes. That's our next goal. Make sure you guys are smashing that thumbs up. Much appreciated. Thanks for supporting the video, supporting the stream. Going over to the votes. We got 587 votes. 77% saying St. Peter's for the upset. 23% for Purdue. We got ourselves a 1-point game. Sam Patton says overtime. I don't know. With how close it is, it's definitely possible. MPC Gaming, I got St. Peter's ×7. Okay. Patterson, you're definitely right about that one, bro. Definitely right. All right, guys, so we just need 20 more likes. 20 more likes gets us to 200. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up button. We just need 20 more. 20 more likes gets us to that 200 mark. So make sure you're smashing that like, thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this. As we get to this quick commercial break.
Peters points in the paint, controlled by the Boilermakers, not making threes and turning the ball over way too much for Matt Painter's liking, but they have fouled Casey Nadefo.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
This game.
Thanks a lot, bro.
An impact defender for St. Peter's is now off the floor. Second free throw coming for Travion Williams.
And he's a 60% free throw shooter on the season.
15 points, 8 rebounds. Native of Chicago. Unselfish,
he's going to make the free throw, making a 2-point game, 55-57.
Yeah, it's a double effect that they have at the center position. Big numbers when you combine them.
Purdue up by 2. 3.5 to play. No 15 seed has ever been to the Elite Eight.
This is history tonight, boys and girls.
Banks a hero in the first round. Drives in, spins, and scores.
Big shot. Tie game. 57-57.
It allows him to spin and really only take about a 7-foot jumper.
We are tied at 57. Morton back in the game. Limited playing time for him. He was a standout in the victory over Texas on Sunday night.
Still a little decision here. Indecision in terms of going up now against the matchup. A little harder to make that pass to the post area.
They go back outside for Ivy. 7 to shoot. Under 3 minutes to play. Tie game. Ivy makes his move. Pull up
Ivy
jump.
Pull up. Miss. Air ball.
Trying to save. It's irrelevant.
Yep. That's a violation.
Shot clock violation. Yep. St. Peter's
Purdue
takes
ball.
over with a chance to grab the lead. 16 Purdue turnovers.
I'm sorry. St. Peter's
and
ball.
Watch the way Banks. Watch where the defender ends up sliding to. You see he's 3 feet away, and now you have a little bit of a fall away jump shot.
Run, baby, run arena in Jersey City, New Jersey. Hey, you're on TV. You can react. The officials have huddled together to determine whether or not there was a change of possession. I believe Drame got over there just trying to save it as it was falling out of bounds.
Question.
MPC, I take UNC in that one.
They're going to go over to the monitor to check the timing. This is the last play. It was an air ball from Ivy, so it missed everything. Nadefo gets over there, and it was simultaneous as the shot clock expired. Gene Steratore watching along in our New York studio. Gene, what'd you see?
What they're doing right now, guys, is to see if Drame's saving or the saving of the ball going out of bounds is actually a controlled pass back into the court. If that's the case, then you have a defensive possession, basically. You're going to reset the shot clock to 30 and not 20 because you have a turnover in the back court. So what they're looking at is when the ball is bouncing out of bounds, whether they deem that to be a tip or a controlled pass back into the court. If it's a controlled pass, you have a reset of the shot clock.
Now there's Drame. He's trying to bounce it off.
Yeah, I think that's control, don't you think, Gene? Or
I do, Jimmy. To me, that appears to be control. He looks back. He's got control and throws that basketball back into the court as opposed to just tipping it to try to save it from going out of bounds.
So, Gene, the shot clock is one thing there, but then what about possession after this play, right? So he comes out here. If we're going to call this control.
That's a good question, Jimmy, because you see the official opposite that is stopping the play. So they are probably, it's a great point, to see where that basketball is. If it's a loose ball, now we have an inadvertent whistle situation, and we're going to go to the AP arrow, and we're going to go possession at that point. In that case, Purdue gets the ball on possession.
Okay. So, Kansas is up by 2 in their game with 9 minutes left against Providence.
They deem that to be a controlled tap.
All right, Gene, thanks very much.
Kansas
Your
up by 2.
basketball instincts kick in, and at that point, Drame is just trying to make the right play. The reality is, if he doesn't touch it, if he doesn't try, it's out of bounds, and it's over at that point. Shot clock was expiring simultaneous to his attempt.
Yeah, because he could very well have thought there was more time on the shot clock, right? So, but I think there was control on that because he was directing that. You know, if you're going out of bounds and it's not controlled, you're slapping at it. But I think he was looking, like you touched on. I'd ask this question: is he trying to hit this ball off somebody?
He is.
Yeah. So that's, in my mind, that would be controlled.
He was trying to bounce it off of Hunter. It went awry, and then Eder tracked it down as the whistles blew because of the shot clock violation. Hunter ended up getting out of the way and then tried to grab it. And they have determined it will be St. Peter's basketball.
There it is.
Looking at an explanation here from Brent Hampton. Timing error. Clock should have stopped as it hit 0. So St. Peter's will have possession. 2:40 to play in regulation. Shaheen Holloway's wife Kim watching on. St. Peter's pulled off the shock of the tournament in the first round over Kentucky. They backed it up with a win over Murray State. Both of those victories in Indianapolis to advance to its first ever Sweet 16.
And interesting enough, Matthew Lee was pointed to the official and kept saying, come on, give us the ball. Let's get going. We want to get this thing moving along here.
St. Peter's looking for the lead. Foussini Drame for Eder. Defended by Stefanovic.
Yeah, he's all over Eder.
10 to shoot. Banks, drive, floater.
Floater's good. Peacock's up by 2.
Boy, if ever they needed a bucket there to go to put pressure on Purdue at the offensive end. This full court action continues to confuse. It's man-to-man coming up the floor, and then it switches to a matchup defense.
15th lead change. St. Peter's up by 2.
Look where Williams is catching it, though.
Williams, the back in on Drame. Williams creating space.
Williams off on the layup.
Rebound.
That's going the other way with Williams, I think, pushing off.
Wow.
It is, throwing his body around. With
and that's going to be an offensive foul. St. Peter's ball.
That is number 3 on Travion Williams.
Just not sure, Ian, who's going to the free throw line right now from a percentage standpoint for St. Peter's because there was so much traffic. Well defended again. Shot goes up. And he knows it's off because watch where Williams ends up going. He starts barreling through people.
Yeah, he hit Drame.
Yep. And here's the touch. We've seen a couple of those hang on the rim for St. Peter's over the course of
first free throw's good. 3-point game.
At the line. He gives St. Peter's a 3-point lead. 1:43 on the clock. He and his twin brother attended high school on Long Island.
Second free throw is good.
Our Savior New American School.
4-point game.
St. Peter's is
no 15th seed has ever reached Elite 8. You guys are witnessing history right now.
And Matt Painter wants them to hustle up.
My goodness.
It's a 9-1 run for the Peacocks. Williams. The back end. Baby
Williams off.
Wow. Rebound, foot 4, and a foul called Gillis. He got good position on the inside and used his frame to protect and draws the foul.
Yeah, simply stated, this rebound attempt, because it's another tough shot, that rebound attempt right now at least keeps Purdue alive.
The third foul on Hassan Drame.
And 82% free throw shooter gets himself to the line in a huge situation.
So Purdue at the free throw line now.
The rugged sophomore is 4 of 4 tonight. His team is down by 4. Three-point game with 1:23 to go. Purdue made a run to the Elite Eight in 2019, lost to the eventual champion Virginia.
Second free throw's good. 2-point game. Minute and 23 left.
Watch for Lee and Banks to handle this basketball. Both of them to make good decisions. Probably take a run at trying to get to the middle of the floor.
St. Peter's 61, Purdue 59. Swing. Drame for Banks. Ball fake. Time on the shot clock to work with. Banks. Oh, killer crossover.
Going for the drive. Banks. Short.
Doesn't get the roll.
They got the rebound. 57 seconds to go.
Still can play straight up if you're Purdue.
50 seconds on the clock. Hand it to Banks. St. Peter's up by 2. Lee, that wave of defense trying to work through.
Lee almost lost the ball. There's a foul.
It's going to be Gillis.
He hit the deck.
St. Peter's going to the line.
Made contact with Lee. 41.6 left to go.
Tanner Jury subscribe. Cubic Harold subscribe. Thanks a lot, you guys. Welcome to the family.
Takes Lee right out of the picture. Puts him at the line at 73%.
Lee's going to make the first free throw.
Calm. Yeah, I'll say so.
62-59, St. Peter's.
So is Shaheen Holloway over there. Calm.
2 out of 2.
Second as well. Got ourselves a 4-point game, you guys. Going Peters 63, Purdue 59. We're going to have a timeout called by Purdue.
They're going to set up their quick hitter.
And this is going to lead us to a quick commercial break.
St. Peter's 63, Purdue 59.
My goodness. This is what it's all about. March Madness, everybody. Glad you guys are all here. Make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up button. We got 226 likes. Can we push that to 300, guys? Make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be updated with streams just like this for college, MLB, NFL, and of course NBA. Raul Mancera subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the family. Lexi Perez subscribe. Stash King, welcome to the family, you guys. Thanks for being here. JR Ryder, better send me a donation, bro. Thanks a lot for being here, man.
What the NCAA tournament is all about. St. Peter's is a small school.
Yes.
St. Peter's has a big school, Purdue, on the ropes right
Coach
now.
Plays, what's up, bro?
38.1 left on the clock.
And I'm wondering,
everybody, we have a chance. Check out my man, the Coach Plays.
Weekend, but I wonder how many St. Peter's
he does streams as well.
Packed for the weekend. They're in a
going to be streaming
right
the UNC game next.
From a strategy standpoint.
I'll be out of here, but if you want to watch that game, you don't have access. Go over to the Coach Plays. He'll be streaming that game next for you guys.
Punch one down to him in a hurry. If he's got it, fine. Then you kick it out if he doesn't have it to the perimeter.
Edey has not been a part of this.
First and Film subscribe. Nick M subscribe. Russell Branscombe subscribe. Thanks a lot, you guys. Welcome to the family.
No field goals in the last nearly.
What's up, Brayden? I just remembered your name too.
Drive, dish.
Big pass for the three. That's going to be off. Rebound. Gillis makes it 2-point game, 63-61.
Second great play that
Gillis have another timeout here.
First when he went to the free throw line 30 seconds ago, and this time he gets this
just
nice
that
kick
fast.
Out to the corner. They're going for the three. And how about the rebound and finish?
Not over yet, you guys. It's not over yet. The fat lady is not saying yet. Not yet. 298 likes. We're almost at 300, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up. Keep smashing that like, that thumbs up button. Let's keep it going. Thanks to all the subscribers. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. That way you'll have access to streams just like this for MLB, NFL, NBA, and of course college. Make sure you guys check out the Coach Plays. We'll be streaming the UNC game next. Man, I wish I put money in St. Peter's. Listen, I put money on St. Peter's the last 3 games, and they haven't failed me. My money was on them tonight, too. 100%. We're all here, man.
Into a corner if you can for a double team. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He handled it.
St. Peter's
nearly lost it.
Running it down. No foul. 19 seconds, 18 seconds.
They're going in for a tie-up because they have
and now they call the foul. 14 seconds left.
They tried to go for it because they have the possession arrow instead of fouling under those circumstances.
So they lose clock, and they send Darrell Banks III to the free throw line where he shoots it at 85%. This will be his first attempts of the night.
David Nettles, Brandon Williams. Thanks for the subscribe. Welcome to the family.
It is a
free throw is made. 3-point game.
14.6 to go.
You want to keep those shoulders rolling towards the basket in situations like this. As a shooter,
Purdue is out of timeouts.
Shaheen Holloway will not foul if it's a
second free throw is good. Purdue 14 seconds, 61-65. Down by 4. What are they going to do? 3 is put up and made. A rainbow. 1-point game. 65-64.
Quick foul on the catch. You don't have time to try to tie it up.
Get it in for Lee. Waits for defenders to come to him.
Quick throw. 4 seconds before the foul is called. What is going on? This is crazy. 1-point game. St. Peter's going to the line.
This is the bucket they needed right here to stay alive, and Edey goes way upstairs for this one. Look at how high that shot is. Comes straight down. Ivy, excuse me.
Katie Witter, Jordan Ng, Hudson Frey, subscribe. Welcome to the family, you guys. Thanks for being here.
At the free throw line.
Free throw is made.
St. Peter's leads by 2.
2-point game.
He is 6 of 7 tonight. They are riding a Cinderella wave.
Second free throw is made. 3-point game. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Throws it up. It is off. St. Peter's have made history. First 15th seed to make it to the Elite 8. Wow.
The first 15 seed to the Elite 8 in NCAA tournament lore.
St. Peter's, you guys made history tonight.
67-64.
Wow.
St. Peter's has done it.
Good job.
They have upset Purdue.
This is crazy. This is so crazy.
Never. If you're St. Peter's.
My goodness.
Just an unbelievable run by St. Peter's. Kentucky, Murray State, Purdue. Not bad action for St. Peter's.
Look at that.
And
they had a 12-point spread. They were disrespecting St. Peter's.
Magical trip.
Disrespecting St. Peter's.
St. Peter's is not over yet. Ivy had a chance to tie it at the end of regulation.
Wow.
Jubilation in Jersey City.
Not only Jersey City, but the entire state of New Jersey is alive with St. Peter's.
10 straight wins, and the biggest one in program history happens in the Sweet 16 in Philadelphia.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for being here, for rocking with me tonight. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like I said, so you guys can have access to streams just like this. If you like the stream, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up button. Of course, if you won tonight, you want to look out for your boys, send me a donation. If you bet on St. Peter's, whether you took the money line, whether you took the spread, you're definitely a winner tonight. St. Peter's, you guys did it. You made history. Elite 8. The big question is now, are you going to make it to the championship? because you guys are playing at a championship caliber. Congratulations. Shout out to the Wrench Gang for holding down the chat. Thanks a lot, you guys. Much love to the family. Wrench Gang, Wrench family. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for everybody listening, everybody that's here, spent time with us. And we'll definitely hope to see you on the next one. I will be posting up the next game that I stream tomorrow. Probably won't be tomorrow, but we'll put it up tomorrow. So we'll let you know.
Peacock Day.
That's it.
The Peacocks are moving on in the big dance. I didn't even know there was a National Peacock Day.
Neither did I, but I'll tell you one thing. What are they going to say now? You guys are pretty good. You're pretty good.
Wow. If you didn't know about St. Peter's, you know about them now. Just
take care, Luis.
Reason you
see you next time.
Love March.
See you next time, bro.
St. Peter's advances to Sunday, and the Elite Eight here in Philadelphia.
I will definitely be here Sunday for that game, without a doubt. Whoever wins between North Carolina and UCLA, that's the game. And we're going to be here Sunday for that. So make sure you guys are subscribed and locked in. The next game that is going to be coming up after this is going to be UCLA and UNC. That's the game that comes on after this. I will not be here for that tonight. I got to make a run. But if that game is anything like this, you guys are definitely in for a treat. But I feel like this game was a little bit more important. It meant a lot more. You know, there's history being made, and these guys made Elite Eight for the first time in history. So it's something to revel in. And like I said earlier, before the game even started, I think Doug Edert is one of the people to pay attention to moving forward. He's definitely caught my eye, and I'll be looking forward to see his career no matter what happens. Kid's got heart, along with the other team, other guys. You know, Clarence Rupert. Just name a few of the other players. So, but all right, guys, I'm out of here. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. Have a good weekend. And I'll definitely see you Sunday for that next St. Peter's game. Peace out.